is ESPN on ABC.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Papa John's.
There goes that man. Yeah. Nobody has had more 50-point games after turning 30 years old than Steph Curry. And with him rocking the AI letter,
yes.
Will we see a 10th 50 ball tonight?
I think so. It ain't that damn hard against this team, but I like the jacket.
Well,
way to represent AI.
They are a little tough in the city of brotherly love, as Stephen A. alluded to. Philly fans, they've seen Nick Sirianni's Eagles win the Super Bowl more recently than watching the 76ers get a game at all. But could having the champs in the building spark a turnaround? We're counting you down on ABC.
Come on, let's go.
From ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard.
We all love expectation. We're in a moment where we still can win.
I'm the neighborhood pusher.
Steph the Superman tonight.
Steph's got 12 threes.
It's nice to have a flurry like that.
I believe that we can make a push towards the playoffs.
When I close, I'll hit you. As if I was so quick, but I'm still with you.
Every game is important. We're fighting for our lives right now.
I'm grinding, Jack.
Hey, welcome into NBA Countdown alongside Stephen A. Smith, Bob Myers, Kendrick Perkins. I'm Malika Andrews. Gentlemen, we have a chance to witness a little bit of history tonight. Steph is 42 points away from the most prolific two-game stretch of his career. And if he starts March anything like he finished February, that number does not seem too far out of reach. And in case you haven't seen, let's catch you up as we get out and run a little bit. Brought to you by Samsung. Steph is coming off one of his best performances of his career. He dropped 56 points, including 12 threes on Thursday against the Magic. The only player to score more points in a game at age 36 or older is Kobe Bryant in the final game of his career. That capped off a strong February where he averaged nearly 31 points, second most in the NBA, trailing only Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It was also the first time he averaged at least 30 points in a month since March of 2023. And his recent play, plus the arrival of Jimmy Butler, it's given the Warriors new life this season. Since Butler debuted on February 8th, Golden State is 7-1. That's the best record in the Western Conference during that span. And just a little bit more.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think Paul George and Tyrese Maxey are going to have some type of pride on a national televised game.
You could say top talent, top 10, but I'm saying there's only one shooter like him.
It's time to go out to the city of brotherly love. Dave Pash, take it away.
Malika, from 1946 to 1962, the Warriors called Philadelphia home and brought the city of brotherly love 2 championships before moving west to the Bay Area, where they won 5 more, including 4 in the last 10 years. And as the calendar turns to March, the Warriors again have that championship vibe thanks to Stephen Curry, who always draws a crowd regardless of the venue. The NBA's second leading scorer in February, including a 56-point game Thursday. He is re-energized after the Jimmy Butler trade. Golden State 7-1 since the deal, entering the stretch run for the playoffs starting tonight against the 76ers. And hi, everybody, Dave Pash alongside Tim Legler. Stephen Curry is one of the greatest performers in the history of sports, and he put on arguably the best show of the NBA season 2 nights ago. His 14th career 50-point game. He had 12 threes in that game, and legs. One thing he has not done in his career, back-to-back 50-point games. Maybe we'll see it tonight.
That's a good teaser. That may be Steph Curry's next challenge for himself, but what we saw on Thursday night was a reminder that Steph Curry's big nights don't look quite like anybody else's big nights. And it really started with that half-court shot right before the buzzer to go into the locker room, and then the third quarter he went ballistic. Orlando Magic, very difficult time staying in contact with him, and Steph Curry gets on one of these runs. You know where that basketball is headed the next time down the floor. He's been on a heater for over a month. See what Steph Curry has in store for the Sixers.
You look at his numbers before the trade and post-trade. 31 points per game since the acquisition of Butler, who, by the way, will not play tonight. With that story, let's check in with Cassidy Hubbard.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, Jimmy Butler will miss his first game as a Warrior since joining the team at the trade deadline. It was announced pregame that he is out with a back injury. Steve Kerr told us that he took a knock from Wendell Carter Jr. in their game against the Magic on Thursday, and it created some back spasms. The team is saying he has stayed the day. Now, rookie center Quentin Post will get the start tonight, which gives the Warriors their 34th different starting lineup of the season. Second most in the NBA, trailing only the Philadelphia 76ers. Dave, Legs.
And you mentioned the Sixers. They have not won a game since the Eagles won the Super Bowl. They've lost 9 straight. Now Joel Embiid is done for the year. That means more, much more, on the shoulders of Tyrese Maxey, and there already was a loss.
Hey, look, Steph Curry's not the only one in this game capable of putting up big numbers. Tyrese Maxey also 10 30-point games in the last month, and now without Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey knows even more responsibility on his shoulders to have big nights to keep their offense afloat, and of course he hopes he gets a lot of help from his running mate Paul George.
As you said, Tim, definitely 2 of the NBA's most dynamic guards on display tonight. Tyrese Maxey and Steph Curry, and the Warriors trying to win their 6th straight and grab sole possession of 6th place in the West. Sixers, Warriors from Philly, next.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by the new crispy tenders at Wingstop. Wingstop, bring the flavor. This presentation of NBA Saturday Primetime presented by Wingstop will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
With every gray hair that pops up on top of your head, you get to appreciate moments and milestones like this.
It was time. Steph's got 12 threes. This has got that record-setting feel.
Find joy in everything that you do because that'll carry you a long way.
Welcome to NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC, presented by Wingstop. The Golden State Warriors, one of the hottest teams in the NBA, winners of 5 in a row, take on the 76ers, members of the 1983 NBA championship team. Dr. J and Clint Richardson ringing the bell as the Sixers look to end a 9-game losing streak. They're only 2 games out of the number 10 spot in the East, so they still could make the postseason. Mic'd up tonight, Gary Payton for the Warriors, Tyrese Maxey for Philly.
Pass to me, pass to me. Boom, bop, bang! That's a bucket! In it, count it! Yeah! We got the best job in the world. If I can play and run and walk, I'm out here.
Dave Pash, Tim Legler, Cassidy Hubbard in Philadelphia. Our starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. The Golden State Warriors at 32 and 27 on the season. Right now tied for 6th in the Western Conference because of the injury to Jimmy Butler. Quentin Post will start. It's his 8th start. The rookie out of Boston College, along with Moses Moody. They're 11-0 when he starts. Pajemski, Steph, and Draymond Green. As for Philadelphia, it's the same starting 5 they had Wednesday in a loss to the Knicks. Otherwise, they've started 36 different lineups this year. Drummond, George, Oubre, Grimes, and Maxey. Paul George was excellent in that game Wednesday at the Garden, a game the Sixers led late but lost. George had 25 points, one of his best performances of the season. Tyrese Maxey had 30 points in that game, his 22nd 30-point game. He's 3rd in the NBA in that category. Draymond Green, over his last 6 games, averaging about 12 points per game. Huge beneficiary of Jimmy Butler's presence, but nobody impacted more by Jimmy Butler's arrival than the future Hall of Famer Steph Curry. 4th most points in a game in his career on Thursday, 56 against Orlando. So it'll be interesting to watch Curry and the Warriors, how they operate tonight without Butler. He's missing his first game since joining the team 3 weeks ago. Game 2 of a 5-game road trip for Golden State. They'll be in Charlotte Monday, so a homecoming for Curry. And then they'll finish up at the Knicks and at the Nets. Post and Drummond jumping it up, and Philly will start with possession. Maxey, the 5th leading scorer in the NBA at 27